Hey guys, Yuliya here. So today I'm going to show you our little seating area in our backyard. Now this seating area is about 10 years old, and it has a little patio, it has a little walkway that leads to the patio, and it has a wraparound pond with some plantings around it. Now I built this area before I went to design school, but I still followed some of the basic design principles that kind of makes this space so inviting. So the whole space, I would say, is about 25 feet by 25 feet, or 9 meters by 9 meters. And the seating area itself, the patio, is about 12 by 12 feet. And I would say that's a minimum for any seating area that you're going to incorporate in your own garden, whether it is a seating area with the couch and some chairs like I have here, or a dining room set. Otherwise, if you make it any smaller, it will just become too crowded, and people will be really uncomfortable being in that space. But I also like that it is not too large. It makes it very cozy. Also, this seating area is surrounded by a hedge, and this is what it's called a lure of a sheltered corner. We as humans, we really love to be sheltered in our back. We feel much safer this way, and we like to look out in an open lawn or an open view. So this is what this space is actually all about. It is about being protected on your back and then looking out in an open lawn, and I will show you later in the video what you're looking at. So let me just go ahead and show you in the detail what this sitting area has. So the space is to the right of our entrance right here. So this is our overview of our backyard. I have some plants on the left and repeating on the right. I'm sorry, the gate is so squeaky. As you recognize, that's the flower garden in the back. And people are instantly attracted to the seating area because it has some flowers, it has moving water. Water is magic in the garden. If you have water in the garden, this is where people will congregate, and also fire. Now the patio is made out of travertine pavers, and travertine is very porous material, and that's actually what I wanted here because I wanted the moss to be able to grow in between the pavers, and that's exactly what happened over the years. A lot of people do not like moss growing in between their pavers. They think it's messy and unattractive. If you don't want moss growing in between your pavers, you can use polymeric sand, which sets the pavers and hardens so nothing will grow in between. But I kind of like it. It just has that soft look, an aged look, like it's been here for a long time, which it has. Now this is a bugle weed right here, and it blooms beautiful purple flowers in the spring. Now of course the fire is going beautifully. We spend a lot of afternoons here with teas or glasses of wine, or whatever the choice of beverage that night. I have a few houseplants here to give it a feeling of a living room, and I think that is part of it. You know, your outdoor space should feel like it's a living room with lights and warmth and some seating. Oh, so this furniture here is probably 30 years old, maybe more. So I recently painted it with some Rust-Oleum, and it looks pretty good for furniture that old. I have two beautiful trees here. This is a weeping cherry, and that's a sugar maple across the street starting to change color. And of course our gorgeous Japanese maple right there. Now this pond here is about 2 feet deep, and although it is deep enough to keep fish here over the winter, we still bring the fish inside We have a big aquarium, so we can actually enjoy the fish indoors for the winter. It's really cool to see them from the side and not just from the top. You can see the big guy right there. I don't know if you could see him. It's getting colder, so they are starting to be less active. But we really enjoy looking at them. The sound of the water is lovely. The one thing is that ponds are not low maintenance, for sure. So before you build a pond in your own garden, just consider the maintenance. It needs clean water. It needs some beneficial bacteria to keep the water clean. And then this is the view that I was talking about. So as we sit here, I'm sorry about the dog. I don't know what's going on over there. He just loves that stuffed toy of his. So as you sit here in your sheltered corner, you can look out in the vista. And that is a gorgeous Japanese maple that will turn color in a couple of weeks. I will do a video on that. It's just absolutely stunning. These little blue flowers are browalias. And browalias are the few flowers that bloom really well in the shade. Oh, and then I actually have a water lily here that bloomed beautifully in the summer. I will post a picture of what it looked like and the color. Oh, and then I have a little succulent collection here. Look how cute that is. Isn't that so cute? And, we have dinners here. And it's just so lovely to sit out here in the afternoon. Oh, I actually forgot to talk about these plantings here in the corner. So these pots I absolutely adore. They are about 10 years old. I forgot where I bought them, guys. I may look up the name. I'll tell you in the comment section below. And then these roses here bloom, also 10 years old, and they bloom on and off. I don't remember the names of them. They bloom profusely around May time, and actually this year they did not do well at all. I almost pulled them out, and then I cut them severely back, and then I sprayed them with some BT, and they rebounded. I'm still reconsidering. I may plant something else here, maybe like wee white hydrangea or something like that. Let me know what you think about this. Then I have some lantanas here. So all of these lantanas I bought for like 50 cents each back in August in Lowe's, which was an amazing deal. And look how amazing they look with this Dolce Wildberry heuchera. Look at these leaves. They are unbelievable. Looks really well together with the lantana. And then there's Browalia again. They have the most beautiful blue flowers. And this rock over here, when my dad and Michael were digging the rest of the pond, I did most of the work, but then at some point I just said, okay, I just can't do it anymore. So they came out, and my parents were visiting, and my dad and Michael, who do not speak the same language, as they were digging, they found this big guy in there, and they figured out how to take him out, and he's lived here ever since, and I love him. He adds so much to this composition. Oh, and this here, this is northern sea oats grass. This is a native grass. Be careful planting it. It's kind of a thug. It can run away and start seeding all over the place, but you can, if you don't want them, you can just pull them out. I adore these seed heads. They look great in all kind of arrangements. So, but here is the overall area, and I just really enjoy it. Actually, I enjoy it, and Michael enjoys it, and a lot of people who visit us when the weather is nice, we just sit outside here and talk for hours. Alright guys, this is it for today. I hope you enjoy this quick tour of our seating area. And if you have any questions or comments, post in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, baby.
You come with us? Go to the car with me and Mommy?